Here we go, third and a couple here. Wildcat snaps straight to the running back, a throw to the quarterback who catches it and runs towards the sideline. That's going to be a first down. What a play by the sophomores. Talk about trick play.
Yeah, the sophomores, they really put trick plays into their playbook. I thought they meant they had a couple just scattered in there. No, they have a lot of plays. They have a lot of wildcat. They have a lot of misdirection. And that's really good because, once again, Michael Randa, varsity defensive lineman, varsity offensive lineman, going into his senior year, he's seen a lot of misdirection. So being able to do all this and get him confused is a really good job.
Ball is dead. Ball hits the ground there. That's not good for the sophomores who really had some momentum going there. It's going to be 2nd and 10 again after that botched snap.
2nd and 10.
We go out of the gun. 2 players in the backfield. Hand off to the running back. Goes out to the right. Breaks it outside. Still going. And tackled after about a gain of 4. Looks like it's actually going to be a 3rd and 5 here. Sophomores approaching the red zone. Would be great if they could get a score here early. Set the tone on the game.
It would be great for sophomores as a senior. I cannot agree with that would be a good thing, but I am impartial.
You have to be impartial when we're up here. I'm not taking no sides. I just want to see a good game. Snap, back to pass, Statue of Liberty. Tries to break it outside, runs into a group of seniors who take her down. It's going to be 4th and 5. So here we go.
And Mr. Stevens, that's not how you run the Statue of Liberty at all. You have the ball behind your back, so that way people can't see if you have the ball or not.
Yeah, could you explain what a Statue of Liberty is to people who don't know what that is?
So the Statue of Liberty play,
quickly,
famous in 2010s, you have the ball behind your back and you have your other arm up like the Statue of Liberty.
Bobbled up in the air, incomplete.
You fake the ball, set fullback, and quarterback keeps it. It's that simple.
Right. Going to be a turnover on downs. Seniors will take over on their own 22-yard line. Not a bad possession for the sophomores for their first go around. Definitely don't want to turn the ball over on downs, but you have to say some progress there. A good drive. Definitely not a 3 and out. Some momentum going.
Definitely a really good drive, especially getting any players that possibly are playing 2 ways for the seniors getting tired. And it was a great job setting the tone. You see a rare 3-3 look from the sophomores, actually more of a 4, almost like I can't tell, they're moving around a lot. A little bit almost like a 3-1. They got a lot of defensive backs.
Seniors in the shotgun. Play is blown dead. Looks like they're letting a player run off the field. Very polite. Instead of taking the flag for the extra man on field. Here we go now. Seniors first play from scrimmage. 1st and 10 still. In the gun, the quarterback for the seniors. 1 player in the backfield. Snap is given to the running back. She's kind of trying to break it outside. Misses 1 tackle, cuts up field, runs into another. And that ball, that player's going to be taken down. Gain of a couple there. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, that was a great outside run play there. You see the fullback picking up the edge rusher off that, and overall getting a nice 4-yard gain. You don't have to get 10 yards every run. As long as you just get like 3-4 yards every play, you'll be perfectly fine.
That's right. Seniors back in the gun. 1 player out to the backfield. She drops back to pass. She throws it into traffic. Caught. A great catch by the receiver there around the 40-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the seniors. First completed pass of the day for either team, but seniors showing what they got.
Yeah, that was a fantastic play. It reminded me of DeAndre Hopkins against the Bills back when he was on the Cardinals. If this is how exciting girls flag football can be, I cannot wait till spring as the PIAA has made girls flag football a official sport that will start in the spring as Hatboro-Horsham.
Yeah, that's exciting.
41 seniors.
Handoff to the left. Tries to break it outside, runs into 2 tacklers, misses them, and appears to step out of bounds past the first down marker. That's going to move the sticks again for the seniors now. They will set up around the 47-yard line. And the seniors are marching now. What are they going to cook up this time? Got to get everybody in the huddle there.
No, I forgot. They also need to be in the huddle.
Don't want to miss the snap count. It's kind of important. All right. Out of the gun, 1 player in the backfield for the seniors. Shoe tying stoppage. Clock's still running, but very sportsmanlike, again, to give time for players to get ready. Here we go. Clock's running. Handoff to the running back. She tries to make it through traffic, does get through a couple tacklers before she's taken down after a gain of about 5. It's going to be second and actually it looks like about second and 4 or 5 there. Let's see, maybe they'll go back to the pass here on second down now that they got a good chunk out of their first try.
If I'm the seniors here, their corners are playing way off. You run a nice little out route or crossing pattern, and you're going to have a wide open hit for deep yards because also they're up enough.
Fake handoff by the quarterback. She keeps it, spins away from a defender, cuts through a couple more. She secures the first down. Looks like they're at about the 32 yard line. All right, less than 10 minutes to play now. 0-0 still in the first half of this Powderpuff game. Sophomores had a good drive going before they turned it over on downs within the red zone. But now it's the seniors who are in the driver's seat approaching the red zone. Let's see what they got next. 2 players in the backfield, out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds the receiver, hits her right in the hands, but it's a little bit too far behind. That's going to be an incomplete pass. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, new formation for seniors there with the wishbone, having the two right backs in the backfield. It can be useful for pass plays, but personally, if I'm the seniors, seeing that the only time you use that was for passing, I'd use that a little more, have a lead blocker, get a nice little outside run, or have
There we go. The snap, handoff to the running back, who tries to break it outside, gets past one tackler, goes up the sideline, and steps out of bounds. Looks like a gain of about 5.
Gain of about 5 yards. That play down for our seniors.
Actually, looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, 1 player in the backfield. 3rd down for the seniors, looking to pass. She fires over the top, and it is incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
Now it's going to be 4th down, deja vu, kind of in the same situation that the sophomores were in. Definitely going to want to go for this. There are no punts in Powderpuff. The way that they change possession, if they do choose to punt, quote unquote, the other team would get the ball walked down the field by the referee. But if you're in the other half of the field, you might as well just go for it, which the seniors are.
And there's also no field goals, which I find surprising.
Back to pass, 4th down, got time, throws it right over the top and knocked down by the sophomores' defense. That's going to be a big defensive play. Less than 8 minutes now in the half. It's going to be a change of possession, so the clock does stop.
I will say that was not a smart decision there. Even though you had a bunch of receivers, their whole defense was piled right there. As a Penn State fan, that gave me a lot of deja vu from this season. And especially from the Notre Dame game, the wide open pick that was thrown by Aller. So that hurt a little bit, but that's never the right move there. You need to make sure you have someone open.
Sophomore set up in the backfield, snap, pitch to the running back, breaking outside. Couple missed tackles, gets away, but she is tackled by one of the seniors after a gain of 7.
With a gain of about 7 yards. Second and 3.
Maybe more like 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Sophomore still gaining yards. Clock's winding down towards 7 minutes.
Our halftime is 6 minutes long. When there is a score, the team has an opportunity for the extra point. They decide to take it from the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Sophomores, 2nd and 4. Second possession of the half. 7 minutes on the clock. Gets the snap, one in the backfield, fakes the Statue of Liberty. She's looking back to pass, throws what looks like a screen pass, but misses the receiver over her head. It's going to be 3rd and 4 now. What went wrong there, Jack?
I mean, overall, everyone seemed confused on the play. Seemed like it was supposed to be a fake Statue of Liberty. Once again, not how a Statue of Liberties ran. But it was supposed to be a screen pass. The line overall, they didn't pull, so I don't think they even realized it was supposed to be a screen. So overall, just miscommunication. And everyone's got to be on the same page in this game.
Yeah, that's right. Sophomores got to come up with a big play here. 3rd and 4. Snap, fake handoff to the fullback, to the halfback now. Gets away from one tackler, might be able to break it outside and get the first down. She does break the second tackle, pushes up and goes out of bounds. That's a big play for the Sophomores, who are going to take it over at about the 49-yard line, it looks like. It's going to be 1st and 10. Clutch play there by the Sophomores.
Yeah, Sophomores, great job there. Once again, those outside runs, they've been hurting the senior defense all day. Even though they have a lot of linebackers, the big problem when you have a bunch of linebackers is you try to have them more towards the middle for passing. At least that's what the seniors have been doing. So the outside is wide open because they have to scoot over. Because if they try going at an angle, the lineman can easily pick them up.
Snap back to pass. Got some time, throws it over the top, right in the traffic, and it's almost picked off. Same team, a bunch of players on the seniors kind of ran into each other there. Might have just been better off leaving it to saying I got it, kind of like a pop fly there, but it's still a positive play for the defense, getting the stop on the pass. But that's kind of a worrying sign there for the Sophomores if they're looking to throw it more in this game.
Yeah, I mean, overall, we've seen both teams. Passing has not been efficient for either team. And overall, you got to just stick with the bread and butter, the I formation run.
QB keeper breaking out to the left. Dodges a one tackler before taking down. It's going to be 3rd down and 8, it appears.
2 yards, 3 yards on the play. 3rd and about 7.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 here.
Under 5 minutes to go in the half.
Can they convert another 3rd down and break the spirit of the senior defense, who have been holding strong on this set of downs right around midfield? Sophomores line up in the gun, 1 player in the backfield. 4 players out wide. Direct snap to the halfback, who throws it to the quarterback. Makes it a few yards before getting tackled and tripping herself up.
Short game.
It's going to be 4th and 6, it looks like.
4th down.
Now, I'd say around midfield, punting it, maybe wouldn't be the worst idea to go for it if you're at midfield here. And it does look like they are going to go for it. So this would be a big play if they could convert this. Start approaching the seniors' red zone. Players setting up here. Looks like it's going to be 2 players in the backfield. Handoff to the halfback. Got a lead blocker. Tries to break it outside and gets stopped. Turnover on downs. Seniors with a big stop at about midfield. They're going to take over.
2-yard loss on the play, and the seniors will take over on downs.
Yeah, overall, that was a great play. The defensive line, overall, just great job slanting to the ball and just getting them down. Overall, just great defensive play.
Less than 3 minutes now. In the first half, seniors will take over 1st and 10 on their own 48-yard line. Seen some decent play so far, but no massive gains yet. It'd be nice to see a big breakout play here before the end of the half. Sophomores might have a chance to take over, though, if they can get a 3-and-out here. Pitch to the halfback. She's got some speed. She gets outside. And she's still going, except she steps out of bounds. That's a great play by the seniors there. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Sophomores' 36-yard line.
Yeah, great job by the seniors, and you saw the whole entire sophomore defense. They bit to the outside, thinking it was going to be an outside run, and you just had it wide open there. And sometimes those delayed pitches do work. And
there's another pitch again, but she's tackled in the backfield by a sophomore pursuer. Big defensive play from the Sophomores after that big play from the seniors. Looked like they lost a yard or two. Chains haven't moved yet, though. Looks like nope, still going to be 2nd and 10 after that one. Here come the seniors, 2nd and 10 now from the 36-yard line. Less than 2 minutes now. That snap goes out to the runner to the left. Appears to be taken down by a sophomore defender. No gain once again. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now. What do you think they're going to cook up this time, Jack?
I mean, obviously you're going to have to pass it here, 3rd and 10, unless you can come up with some trick plays, which I believe the seniors do have in their playbook. They just haven't shown it yet.
That's right. They are showing some yellow and red laminated cards on the sideline. Not sure what that might mean. Going to have to decode it throughout the game.
Overall, you have a great passing situation.
Player in motion. Sweep outside. She's got the edge, and she's quick. Can she get a 1st down? No, but she's almost able to make it to the end zone before she's tackled near the 20-yard line by a sophomore defender there. That's going to be 1st and 10 for the Sophomores. What a play there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fantastic play. I was about to say it was great passing, but also it was great blocking there. Because what you had there, you had one corner going against 2 receivers, so you were easily able to get that outside. Everyone else was into the boundary, which I personally, defensively, I don't understand why you would do that, considering you have the wide open field. They've been showing to have speed on the outside, so you need to make sure, at least for the Sophomores, I forgot who was on defense, sorry. The Sophomores, they need to bring people further and further over to stop that outside run. But seniors just do a great job just outnumbering blocking-wise.
Yeah, that's right. Less than almost a minute now left, 1:08 on the clock coming out of this timeout. What do you think they're going to cook up here, Jack? They got 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Personally, knowing Miranda, it's really going to depend what they've been showing heavily on defense. It depends what they come out in. I mean, you see right now they
empty backfield here. Actually, one player out to the right, but basically empty backfield. Looks like they're going to throw this one.
I could see a little speed option here.
Player in motion, handoff to the running back. Play is, thought it was blown dead, but I think it was, yeah, wow, a great tackle by the sophomore coming through the line, breaking her, or shedding her blocker and getting a stop in the backfield. That's massive for this sophomore defense. It's now going to be 2nd and about 13. Shotgun, one player in the backfield coming over, handoff to the outside. She's going, gains a couple there, but she's tackled at about the 15. 32.3 seconds left. Going to be a timeout for the seniors. That's the last one they have. 3rd and about 6 here. Jack, what do you think's coming next?
I think you're going to have either I think you need to have something to build up something else, is how I understand it. Although both teams currently do not have a timeout, so I do retract my statement, unless you can get out of bounds. So ideally, I think you have 2 plays in mind. I think you have trying to have a home run, but as well as a dump off to get one more play, and then you have to build off it. I think you need to go with some out routes, nothing over the middle. You need some outside, literally anything to the outside.
The clock does stop on a first down, but I assume it'll roll before the next play is snapped. But
yeah, just like college rules.
Yep. So it looks like they'll have 2 attempts here to get this first down, perhaps, if they go through the air without the clock winding down. And they do. They're throwing it over the top and just knocked down by the sophomore. A very savvy play by the sophomore defender there, who downs the ball.
And there's an injury on the field.
Perhaps players collided with each other. We hope everyone's okay. We do have trainers here tonight who are able to take care of our players when they go down. We do have nurses Lisa O'Donnell and Jen McMullen on our card here. Hopefully the player is all okay.
Are you colorblind?
It's green.
Alright, be careful. They're on here.
4th and 5 once again after that incomplete pass. Clock did stop because there was an injury on the field. 27.2 seconds left in the half, so it's got to be do or die here for the seniors. They need this first down. They could stop the clock and probably get 1 or 2 more plays off. But I'd have to bet they're going to go through the air right here.
You have the outside is wide open here. You need a nice little speed out, a solid 3 yards.
They drop back the pass. Throws it over the top towards the end zone. Gaggle of players there, and it's knocked down by the sophomores. 21.8 left on the clock. The sophomores are going to take over on the 15-yard line. And like I said, a little bit, 21.8 seconds left in the game. Surely not enough to mount a drive, but they could go for, maybe toss the ball up a couple times and see if they can't get a big play out of it.
You say that now, Mr. Stevens, but what did the Chiefs speak to Bills? How many seconds did they have?
Yeah, I don't think Pat Mahomes is out there tonight.
You never know.
They might, maybe the quarterback will channel some Patrick Mahomes.
Or whoever that
quick draw energy.
Whoever the national flag football star quarterback is. I forget who that was.
Sorry, yeah, I'm not.
He was in the news for criticizing the NFL players wanting to play the Olympic flag football.
Yeah, not updated on my flag football knowledge, to be fair with you.
And looks like some confusion on the field.
Yeah, not quite sure what the stoppage is for. Change of personnel here for the seniors. A big swap. A lot of different players coming in for this. Sophomores might be able to get a playoff here before the seniors are set.
I believe the seniors are coming out with mostly defensive backs and linebackers to take advantage of
Coming back to throw.
Field needed.
Ooh, over the middle and hits the hands, but dropped. 15.7 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line for the sophomores here. Still 0-0 in this game. Definitely some offense. Let's just say some offense to be seen in this game, but no finishing touches just yet.
Yeah, it's just as I heard Ben mention the Eagles game earlier in the broadcast, but just like the Eagles game, they're getting right there in the red zone and then just making the mistake not being able to score.
There you go, snap. It's going to be a handoff to the running back. She's got some space. Maybe she can get out of bounds here. And it looks like she does not. Oh, she does. Clock stops. 6.2 seconds. 6.2 left. 2nd and about 3rd and about 4, but that won't really matter here with so little time on the clock. This is almost certainly going to be the last play of the half here.
Yeah, if you're at this point, you just got to have a Hail Mary. You have to have a nice overload sweep. You get most of your players to one side and just have your whole team sweep to one side.
Might like to see a reverse or something here. Snap. Drops back the pass. No pressure. She loads up. Throws it high up into the air. It is dropped. That's going to be the end of the half. 0-0 here at Dennis Sinley Stadium. It's Powderpuff football. Sophomores versus seniors. They are in a stalemate right now. I will say that the overtime rules, for no particular reason, the overtime rules, both teams will get an overtime attempt from either the 3 or 10-yard line. That will depend on scoring. If for an extra point, if you go from the 3-yard line, that'll be 1 point. But if you attempt an extra point from the 10-yard line, you'll get 2 points. So I'm assuming in overtime you can choose to go from the 3 or the 10 in a case to see if you can win the game or tie the game. In overtime, it'll go to a coin flip. The winners will get the choice of offense or defense first, or they will be able to pick which end of the field where overtime is played, and both teams will play in the same side of the field. That's all we have for the first half. 6 minutes. We'll be right back on HHTV. we are back for the second half here. It is 0-0 in the Powderpuff football game. The seniors have the ball on the 30-yard line, and that looked to be a false start. Are they going to call it? Should be a 5-yard penalty for a false start there. So, beginning of the second half here, off to a bit of a wonky start. Here we go out of the gun. Senior quarterback takes the ball back, slings it over the middle, bobbled and almost caught. That would have been a lovely play. But it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the seniors after what looked like a pretty decent pass there, right in the breadbasket there, right into her two hands out in front of her on the run, but couldn't corral it.
Yeah, really good pass. It's in coverage, and the receiver couldn't come down with it. I mean, once again, fantastic pass.
Here we go. Back to pass again. She's going to wind up and throw it over the middle. Runs into a couple defenders. Not even close over the head of the intended receiver. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the seniors after 2 poor pass attempts.
If this was tackle football, that's what we would call hospital ball.
Oh.
Throwing it in between 3 people.
She did take some contact. She did run into a couple players there, but looks like she's all right. Here we go, 3rd and long for the seniors. They're going to fake the pass and pitch it outside. Evades one tackler. Got a little bit of edge there. Looks like she runs out of bounds after a gain of about 9. It's going to be 4th and short. Oh, I'm sorry. A tackle was made actually after a gain of about 7. It's going to be 4th and 3 now. Probably still the sort of field position and sort of point in the game where it's 0-0, where you might as well just go for this one.
See, here's the thing about flag football. Well, mostly Powderpuff. Once the actual season's a different story. But in Powderpuff, you have nothing to lose. So,
except your pride. Back in the gun. One player in motion now. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback takes it. Fools about half the team. Can she get outside of that tackler? She does. Still going. And she's tackled right at about the first down yard line. Let's see what the spot is. It's going to be a first down. That is a big call by the referee to spot that ball for a first down. That is really close, but it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line, on the seniors' own 40-yard line. About 17 and a half minutes left. Still 0-0 in this game if you're just tuning in. Seniors coming out of the huddle now with a bit of momentum after that 4th down conversion. Out of the gun, back to pass, rolling out to the right. Is she going to find somebody? Trying to evade the would-be tackler. Runs into a couple defenders before she is stopped by one of the sophomores after a gain of about 1 yard. I'm
actually very curious.
I was wondering too, because I feel like the stiff arm would be very effective now if you could stiff arm their arm to keep them from grabbing your. I wonder if that's. I mean, you're probably not allowed to grab and pull their arm, but you might be able to use your arm to fight off the would-be, let's say, tacklers in this flag football game.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of contact, a lot of bumping into each other here. Definitely some contact.
That's my one thing about girls flag football becoming a sport. I can't wait till they have to make calls about tackles.
We'll see. And out of the gun, drops back to pass again for the seniors, winds up and throws it over the middle, bobbled again and intercepted by one of the sophomores. She's going to take the ball back. No, she is not, but she's tackled at the 50-yard line. What a massive play by the sophomores who are going to take over at midfield. Seniors might think twice about throwing it next time. Jack is physically hurt by that play as a senior, trying to be unbiased, but he can't hide his pain there after an interception. A big play for the sophomores, huh, Jack?
Yeah, that was a big play. I mean, that was a great bad decision. Once again, you just can't be throwing it into quadruple coverage every time. Like that's just not the right decision. Never is it the right decision unless you have someone that's like 7 foot tall with corners that are 5 foot.
Yeah, you got to say it's bold. They are not afraid to throw over the middle. Definitely not.
Yeah, they're not afraid to throw over the middle.
Here come the sophomores now lining up around the 50-yard line. Well, right on the 50-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the sophomores here. Snap straight back to the running back who collects the ball on her knees, which means she is down. That's going to be a loss of about 5 yards. Not the way you want to start after such a massive momentum shift, huh, Jack?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to have the ball becoming dead after a fumble. I get that because it's flag football instead, but I don't agree. I think there should be fumbles.
Yeah, not sure what the rules will be when they play in the spring, but we are playing on some altered rules. Here we go, 2nd and 16 for the sophomores after the interception. Drops back to pass here. Plenty of time. She's going to take it herself, going to have to pick up some blocks here, and she does, cutting up the field. Into midfield, evades a couple tacklers, still going. Taken down after a gain of about 14 yards. That is massive for the sophomores who are going to enter senior territory here. It's 3rd and 2 now. What a play by the quarterback for the sophomores. Approaching 15 minutes now left on the clock, still 0-0. Any score here could be the difference, it looks like, Jack. So hopefully we could see some sort of points put up on the board pretty soon, because that would push the momentum even further. Hand off to the halfback here. She tries to break it outside. Can't she get the first down before getting tackled? And she does, tackled by a senior defender around the 35-yard line. It's going to be a first down. Big play for the two big plays for the sophomores now, who are driving after the big interception. 1st and 10 from the, looks like the 39-yard line. Or sorry, 34-yard line. Got another player tying their shoe in the senior secondary. There she is. She's ready to go.
At some point, you just gotta get the duct tape.
1st and 10 for the sophomores out of the shotgun. Quarterback drops back the pass. She's got plenty of time. She elects to run again. She's going right up the gut. Misses a few tackles. Can get the edge here. Can she get the first down? Runs into a tackler. Keeps going. No one's taken the flag yet. Great job. Quick decision-making from the sophomore quarterback there, taking it within the seniors' red zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 with about 13 and a half minutes left. Looks like they're on the 12-yard line. How do you think they're going to try and punch this one in, Jack?
I mean, you see the QB run's been working, but they're gonna start to bring people to contain the run. So I think you gotta do a fake QB run with a delayed fullback dive, trying to get something up the middle, because you see their linemen, they're starting to space out a little bit. So you're gonna have a wide open middle here. So you gotta do some sort of dive here.
Player in motion, handoff outside for the sophomore. She cuts it upfield, misses a tackle, goes into the gut of the defense, still going. Gain of 5, it looks like.
You can also kind of do whatever when the defense can't get flagged. That also works.
Yeah, seniors having a tough time getting that first tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 5 now at about the 9-yard line. Sophomores are knocking on the door. Let's see if the seniors can hang in there. Snap out of the gun, handoff inside, up the gut. That looks like it's almost a first down. It's going to be 3rd and a couple. Approaching 12 minutes on the clock, still 0-0 in the second half of this Powderpuff matchup. First game ended 12-6. The freshmen taking the win over the juniors. And now it's the sophomores, the underclassmen, performing tonight, putting the pressure on the upperclassmen. Now let's see here, out of the gun, 2 players in the backfield. Back to pass, this is risky, there's a player open, and it's bobbled up into the air, almost intercepted on the goal line. That with the momentum she had, she might have been taking that to the house if she picked that one off. But still a positive play for the seniors on defense. This is a really massive play here, Jack. Only a couple yards for a first down, but they're so close to the end zone. Do you think they're going to go for the goal, or do you think that they're going to try and get the first down? Because I feel like that last play they should have just tried to punch, maybe get 1 or 2 more yards, set up a new set of downs.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to go once again for the end zone here, and settle for the first down.
Here they go, back to pass. QB's going to try and keep it again. Can she make it to the first down? And she hits the pylon, and it's a touchdown. What a massive play by the quarterback of the Sophomores. The underclassmen take the lead against the seniors, who are upset clearly by their.
Two things there, Mr. First of all, there should be a penalty on the Sophomores for storming the field while the game's still happening. Second of all, that was very clearly a fumble across the end zone. He lost the ball. So once again, I know here in high school we all have instant replay, and it would be very beneficial if we did, because personally I think that's a fumble, and I think that the refs need to reverse their call.
Yeah, no instant replay, unfortunately, no challenge flags. Just under 11 minutes now, the Sophomores take the lead. It's 6-0. Here they go for the extra point. They are going to go for 2 points from the 10-yard line. This is a risky play because if they don't get this, the seniors could win the game on a 3-yard extra point attempt. Back to pass, throws into big traffic, and it's picked off. And she can go. And she is taken down less than 10 yards outside the end zone. Kind of spoils the big play there, but not really, because they're up 6-0, Jack. How do you think the seniors are feeling right now?
Seniors, I think they're a little upset, but I don't think they're definitely not out. The one thing knowing Brandon, the coach wanted to be scrappy, and especially the other coaches there, both are on Hatter's football. Football teams, because 2 of the other 3 are on the soccer team. So technically, all 4 have been on Hatter's football team. But all of them just real scrappy players and trying to fight for everything they can get. So I think they're going to install that into their team, and they're going to keep fighting till the end of this game.
Do you know any seniors that might be looking to make an impact in this second half?
I think honestly all the seniors have played pretty well. They've had their mistakes, but overall it's really about the team. It's about working together, the communication. Because we saw the Sophomores, they started to struggle once they were confused and on different pages. And once you have a team that's on the same page, and once you're on the same page, then you connect to them.
That's right. This just under 11 minutes now to go. The Sophomores have the lead 6-0 against the seniors, who drop back to pass. They find an open man who gets the first down. Good stop by the sophomore player in the secondary who makes the tackle. That's going to be a first down at the 41-yard line. Seniors have a great play on their first play from scrimmage at the beginning of this drive. 10.5 minutes left. The clock is running in this second half. Seniors need to react after that long drive and touchdown from the Sophomores. Out of the gun, 1 player in the backfield now for the seniors. She drops back to pass. She's looking for options. She finds a player in the flat who's got a ton of space. There she goes down the sideline. A couple players trying to catch her. Oh, and what a tackle by one of the sophomore defenders there to save the touchdown. That's a massive play, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, that was fantastic yards, that fantastic play. All the linemen faked to one side, so they thought it was going that way, because that's where they've been hitting. They've been hitting to that right side all game. And they just had dump off to the left side. No one was there except for 1 or 2 people, and luckily the corner to that side was able to make the tackle. But if it wasn't for 1 corner, that's a touchdown.
That's right, that's right. So it is a very positive play for the seniors, but almost also a momentum shift for the Sophomores. But as the seniors drop back to pass again, tries to find a player in the flat again. Knocked down by the Sophomores in the secondary. Clock is still running because it is still more than 2 minutes left. There's Actually, 9 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. The seniors really could use a score here, as they are driving. Ball on the 30-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass on the first down.
2nd and 10 here from the 30. Senior driving down the field.
Clock strikes 9 minutes. Empty backfield. Seniors drop back to pass. Throw it over the middle, and it is picked off by one of the sophomores. She has a line. She had a gap. Couldn't make it through before getting tackled. That's another big defensive play by the sophomores who take the wind out of the seniors' sails. Jack is not looking too happy, again, about the seniors' performance there. Throwing it over the middle. Tough play. Great play by the sophomores there. Jack, how are you feeling right now?
I don't know how many times I can say, don't throw over the middle in triple coverage. I can only say it so many times until I just have to ask random for one the headset. I mean, and that's not an exaggeration, because we did see that the juniors in the last game, they did have headsets on. So I will be up in this press box calling plays.
Sophomores take over on their own 30-yard line, have a chance to chew some clock with a long drive here. They're going to hand it off to the halfback. She tries to break it outside, runs into one tackler, doesn't get her, gets the edge, still going. Not sure if she was tackled, looks like she was. Way back. Still going to be a first down for the sophomores. That's a big play. Clock keeps running, 8:15 left in the half. Sophomores up 6-0, and they have the ball.
Thank goodness ran to implement that Phoenix drill, or the pursuit drill, whatever you want to call it, because, man, they needed on that play.
That's right. Sophomores pick up a first down on about the 47-yard line into senior territory. Less than 8 minutes on the clock now.
1st and 10 here for the sophomores.
Seniors need a big defensive play
Ball
here.
47.
That's right out of the gun. 2 players in the backfield. Snap given to the halfback. Tries to get outside of a tackler and does. Runs into a couple more but doesn't get tackled, but is tripped up after running into another player after a gain of about 5 or 6.
Next game, about 5 yards.
Gonna be 2nd and 4, it looks like.
Not flipping on the field. Do you think they have cleats on?
I don't know if they're slipping so much as they're running into each other, it feels like.
You gotta be able to stay up, especially if you're playing linebacker. You gotta be able to stay up for contact.
Yeah, players maybe they gotta work on their balance. They gotta stand on a yoga ball or hop on one foot. You know, work on their balance. Here we go, sophomores, 2nd and 4. Back to pass. This could be risky. QB takes it again, points out for a block, tries to cut up the middle between 2 defenders, but can't get through the wall of senior defenders. It's going to be, gain about a yard. 3rd and 3 now.
Under 7 minutes to go.
About 6.5 left on the clock. Sophomores in the driver's seat with the ball in enemy territory, up 6-0. A first down would be crucial here. They do not want to give the ball back to the seniors with plenty of time left on the clock, because if they score a touchdown and then go from the 3-yard line, get 1 extra point, they could win this game.
Yeah, this is literally a game of inches here. It's a matter of if the seniors get 2 stops, they control their own destiny.
2 players in the backfield out of the gun. Handed to the halfbacks. Got 1 block. Gets outside. Gets the first down and keeps going. Tackled at about the 31-yard line, it appears. Going to be another 1st and 10. Less than 6 minutes now in the second half in the whole game. Seniors, they need a big play, or they need a couple, more than a couple, about 3 or 4 stops here to slow down this sophomore momentum. Underclassmen showing up tonight. Juniors and seniors are not living up to the occasion, especially the sophomores who we know have sort of a sparse squad there on the sideline compared to some of the other squads, and the seniors.
I'm just waiting for a fullback dive up the middle.
pitch to the halfback. Tries to break it outside, and she can. She's going to get a gain of about 5 before she stumbles and falls over out of bounds. Clock's still running, just under 5 minutes left. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Or sorry about that, 2nd and 3. Gain of 7 yards there. What a play.
The sophomores, they need to run a fullback dive. They've been faking it to the fullback, and they have not given it to them once. So I think the move is definitely a fullback dive up the middle.
Yeah, you can see a lot of the players maybe who have played a little bit of football, but not too much. Their instinct is to break it outside. And I feel like if they could just cut it upfield, they might be able to gain a few more yards because they want to kind of bounce out. But you're right, I think a fullback run would be nice. Back to pass now for the sophomores. The QB's just going to take it herself again. This time not as successful. That's a sack, and actually a very important sack for the seniors. It's going to be 3rd and about 5 here. But the clock does keep running there. 4 minutes now left on the clock. Sophomores up 6-0 in this game. Jack, how are you feeling right now?
Not very good, the fact that the sophomores look like they're about to score. And the one way they're going to, and I don't even know, they're just running I formation. They're literally running wide running college football.
Here, there's an inside handoff to the halfback who does cut it upfield this time. And she earns herself a 1st down before getting tackled around the 16-yard line. Gonna be 1st down, 3.5 minutes left now. If the sophomores can score here, they'll probably put this one to bed.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty dire for the seniors right now, Jack.
Yeah, at least the seniors from this year did better than the seniors of last year. That's and we did better than the what would be oh no, the sophomores were the ones that better than the sophomores from last year. So we did better than them because the freshmen at the time, now the sophomores.
Less than 3 minutes now. Handoff outside. Big tackle by the senior defender there. Did lose a lot of yards there. It's going to be 2nd and about 15. Timeout on the field. Jack, what do you think the seniors are going to be saying here in this timeout?
Seniors, we got a 2nd and about 16 now. You got to definitely have a lot of players back. You got to play not exactly prevent, but you got to play a lot more pass coverage. You can't be trying to blitz as much, but you need to have your defensive ends contained. So ideally, you want a 3-man front. You got to tackle the hold down the middle, and then you're going to have the contain from the 2 defensive ends, and they have everyone else in pass coverage. Maybe you have a middle linebacker in the QB spot to make sure that quarterback doesn't run, because quarterback has ran in this game a good amount of time. So ideally, that's what you want: 3-man front, QB spy with your defensive ends contained.
That's right. You can expect that the seniors are going to have to make 3 stops here. About 2.5 minutes left. 6-0. Sophomores leading the seniors who are on defense right now. Out of the gun. Back to pass. Is she going to keep it again? No, she's going to elect to throw this time into coverage. And it's caught. And it's a touchdown. What a massive play by the sophomores. Gut-wrenching for the seniors who could not rise to the occasion and allowed the sophomores to probably kill the game now with less than 3 minutes to go. Tell me about that play, Jack. What did you see there?
Why do I keep getting hurt from insane testing? First it was Indiana, and now it's against the sophomores.
Yeah, tell me what you saw there, Jack.
It was honestly just a fantastic pass. It was right on the money. They fantastic job leading the receiver, and the receiver does a great catch. The seniors need to jump up for that ball, try to bat it down, anything there, and overall, just sophomores with a fantastic play.
That's right, the sophomores game plan to perfection. They are going to go for a 2-point conversion, or sorry, a 1-point conversion here from the 5-yard line. On our paper, it says that it's the 3-yard line, but I guess they're taking it from the 5. Snapped back. Haven't seen this play. A sweep. She cuts it upfield. Doesn't appear to be tackled. No, it's no good. She's tackled at the 1-yard line. Might not matter unless the seniors can get a real quick score. Less than 2.5 minutes now. 2:26 to be exact. 12-0 Sophomores beating the seniors in Powderpuff football.
Yeah,
How are the seniors going to come back in this one, Jack?
first of all, not throwing picks over the middle because that's what's caused these 2 points so far in this game. It has just been the turnovers. It's crucial that you got to take care of the ball. You can't shoot clock. You can't maintain possession because you're down 2 scores. So you need to get a quick hit somewhere. Either you get a nice screen pass like you have before, or you gotta do some route combinations to get someone open. So overall, the seniors, they gotta figure it out. Ideally for me, I'd say you want to screen here because you're in empty formation. You're outnumbered right now in the secondary.
No players in the backfield. Senior quarterback back to pass. She winds up and throws. She's got a player open. Not enough arm strength to zip that in there before it's knocked down by a player in the sophomore secondary. The clock will run until about 2 minutes. 2:10 on the clock right now. But the clock will start to be, instead of a running clock, be more familiar football rules in the last 2 minutes.
I believe.
Here they go. Second play for the sophomore. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw it long. There it is. Ooh, hits the senior receiver in the hands. About 9 yards downfield, but she can't pick it up. That's a player you're going to want it back.
Talk about the play before that happened. You can't throw into double coverage with one receiver. It just won't work.
Empty backfield again. 3rd and 10. They're going to try and throw it again. A lot of players running downfield. She's got to find somebody. Another big defensive play by the sophomores. It's going to be 4th and 10. 1:51 on the clock. They need this first down.
That was a fantastic defensive play. I can't even say that was a bad double coverage throw because it wasn't. It was just the defensive back out there.
Do you think perhaps she's telegraphing the throw too much? You could maybe use a pump fake maybe to trick that eager defender getting in there?
Yeah, I mean, having the ball up like the early 2000s quarterbacks in high school, that doesn't...
Here we go, 4th and 10. This is going to be it for the seniors probably. Big throw downfield. That's a great pass. Oh, hits the receiver right in the hands, about 20 yards downfield. But that is incomplete. It's going to be a turnover on downs. The sophomores are going to take over with 1:43 left in the game. The seniors going to need a fumble, recovery, something like that if they want to win this game because...
The sophomores at this point, they could just kneel it.
I think so, yeah. I'm not sure if anyone's really paying attention to the play clock, to be honest with you. But you're right. They're probably just going to run this one out. Seniors had taken their bites at the apple, but could not convert. Cannot really get anything going after that first half sort of drive into the red zone.
This has been a very stressful football week. Penn State, Indiana, Eagles barely beating the Packers, and now this. This has not been a very good week for me. Maybe Penn State can beat Michigan State, hopefully.
1:43 left. Sophomores handoff to the halfback. Just got to run this clock out now. Tackle by one of the seniors. Clock is running. About 90 seconds left in this game. Sophomores winning 12-0. The underclassmen looking to sweep the upperclassmen in Powderpuff football. What a shame. Not even putting anything on the board.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. I can't even lie. This is pretty bad. I will say, in my mind, it's 6-0. Nothing because that was not a touchdown. That first one was not a touchdown.
They didn't even fix the pylon. It's still leaned over. All right, less than a minute now. Sophomores, 2nd and about 12. A little confusion about the snap here. Clock still running, 48 seconds now. Pitch to the halfback. She's going to try and take it outside, but she's tackled. After another loss, it's going to be 3rd and looks like 15. But the clock most likely going to run out here. This will be the last play of the game, just a formality. Under 30 seconds now. The Sophomores winning 12-0 in Powderpuff football.
Can we please see like a Brian Dalton film? That would be nice. At least
Something to leave the fans with.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. 10 seconds left. Sophomore's going to get one more playoff. They're going to go for the end zone. They want to rub it in, but she is sacked. And that'll be the last play of the game as the clock winds down.
Good news for the team.
That's it. Congratulations for the Sophomores who've won this game. Jack, tell me how you're feeling right now.
Not very good, but at least it's good that the seniors, they rolled out the spring to come back.
That's true.
Hey, who knows, in their first year with girls flag football, maybe bring home a title. That would be the piece of cake.
Yeah, the cherry on top. Yeah, flag football in the spring still coming up for these ladies. If they want to participate, that'd be really sweet. That is all we have for you today on HHTV. The Sophomores defeat the seniors 12-0 in Powderpuff football. The underclassmen tonight coming up massive. And that's all we got for you tonight on HHTV. Thank you for joining us, and good night.